Hello, it's me Kausal, BSc Honors Computing Student, level 6. So today I'm going to discuss about the advanced software engineering assignment. You can see that I have already filled out the form. Here you can see that the email, surname, first name, student ID, course, tutor as the British College Kathmandu. I have already filled up. So important, I will fill in the form honestly and realize if my tutor sees it, I haven't lose marks since I have ticked yes for that. I understand that I must upload my full code to after the video is complete. I will upload it on my backend by the deadline. So moving on to recording our YouTube demo showing this form on the screen and showing and explaining my code. I am doing that right now. I understand that if my YouTube video is more than 15, then I have to verify my YouTube account. Yes, I will do that. I will put chapter marker in my video for each section. Yes, I will do that as well. I understand that if I do not do what is asked, I will lose marks. Yes, I have clicked. So let's get started with the version control. You can see that the GitHub in my GitHub username, I have added my GitHub username and the link to my repo. You can see this is the link. Yes, Booz assignment. Yes, this link I have pasted here. So after the video is complete, I will paste my YouTube demo link here. So down paste link to your documentation site on GitHub as a web page. Yes, I have hosted my document of the Booz application using Sandcastle. You can see that using Sandcastle, and in GitHub I have deployed it. You can see all my classes here and down my interface. So down the total number of commit by the part 2 deadline, you can see my total number of complete is 68. So I have written 68 and at least 20 document commits after part 1. Yes, it's there. You can see all my commits after part 1. There are many commits, more than 20. So I have updated my readme file with full details. Let me show you my readme file. Here is my readme file with all the fields, my name, my group, and I have ticked down for all the parts. You can see it is well structured. So moving on to let's start with use of interface now. So Booz interface to be used for all the classes where appropriate. Yes, I have used my Booz interfaces. You can see that the let me show you in my app circles and all. I have used the Booz interfaces command one parameter. And in all my file, I have used the Booz interfaces, all exception action within the Booz interfaces, like in app circle, app move to, AppInt, AppIf. I have implemented the command interface. This interface likely defines methods like check parameter for validating and execute for performing the commands action. So let me move on to declaring my own interface. For my custom interface, I have used IHasHeader. Let me show you that file. Yes, this is my own custom interface, and in this interface is a its main purpose is to identify commands that possess a header string such as method definition or loop construction, which often like carry important metadata for parsing or execution. Where I have used it is in my app method. Let me show you my app method. Yes, I have used my interface here. The app method class, which represents the start of the method definition in Booz, also implements the I as header. You can see I have in my this I have used interface back property for header. Yes, now moving on to further unit testing. I have unit test for all my classes. Yes, I have done this unit testing for all my classes. The unit testing are in separate class as well. Yes, you can see down in my files, different files are made for unit testing. So I have ticked yes. Now moving on to unit testing document with XML comment. Yes, I have done XML comment. You can see all the proper comment XML unit testing for application drawing command. I have done proper commenting for all my test files. Unit testing run and passed. So them running in the testing framework. Let me run it and show you all my testing passed ones. You can see that it all passes. You can see all the green signal here, so it passes all my unit testing. So moving on to design pattern, factory design pattern used for command generation. So in your code, yes, the factory design pattern is used in my app command factory. Let me show you it in my code. Yes, in app command factory, I've used the factory design pattern. It generates a command object. You can see here down the command object. This pattern provides an interface for creating object in a superclass but allows subclass to alter the type of object that will be created. You can see for circle I have made instance of it and used in my app command factory. So this is the factory design pattern. Now moving on to singleton design pattern. In let me show you it in my code in my app variable store. I have used the singleton design pattern. The singleton design pattern ensures that a class has only one instance and provides a global point of access to that instance. So in my app variable store, you can see that it is implemented as singleton design pattern because it is responsible for managing all the variables like numbers, array, boolean in the Booz application, providing a centralized and consistent way to access and modify variable state. So the next part is additional design pattern. For additional design pattern, I have used the command design pattern in different classes like int. I have used AppIn, AppIf command part, and in AppInt I have used the command it extending it. This is the base interfaces for all command defining the common operation like check parameter and execute. You can see that common method like check parameter and execute in all my int and in method also command I have in it and for check parameters and execute. Yes, that's my additional one. Now for additional design pattern is I have written command design pattern. Now moving on to implementation detail. Before moving on, so that you have got the latest Booz DLL, let me run my project and show you the latest Booz DLL. You can see down here in my debug when you're down, you can see the latest Booz DLL, the version 2.0 it is there. So yeah, that's the latest part. I'm running the Booz about in my form. You can let me show you the code. Mm, yes, in this one debug part, I have shown you the about. You can see the version here. So moving on to variables. When you replace a class, you must have written it yourself. Replaced int class within your own code, and it works producing the same output. So the int class declaration functionality is implemented in the AppInt file. Let me show you that. First, let me run the project and let's put the int code here. Variable unrestricted int1 code. Let's put it and run it in here. You can see that it ran successfully. Now let me explain you my code, how the functionality is working. So in my the int declaration and it is implemented in my this file AppInt. This class is responsible for parsing integer value declaration and storing their value in AppVariableStore. As I said that in AppVariableStore it is storing their value. So in the code, there is this method called check parameters. This method takes the raw parameters from the Booz script, like x is equals to 10 or y is equals to 10, like something like that, and parses them. It extracts the variable name, var name, and any right hand side expression for initialization, and the down one is execute one. In the execute, when the int command is executed, it first evaluates the mm, It first evaluates the right hand side expression and using app variable store. If no expression is given, the set number is given, the variable default is set to like 0, 0.0, and the resulting value is then stored in the app variable store. So by like that, the integer part is done. So moving on to, I have also pasted my image link here. Let me show you the image one I have pasted with in my add here programs. Here I have pasted my integer part. Where is it? Unrestricted integer. Yes, this one, unrestricted integer one, image one I have shown. See, you can see that. Now moving on to real ones. So replace real class with your own. I have done similarly like the integer. Let me first copy the real part and paste it here. Unrestricted real one. Yeah, this one. Let me run my project, paste it here and click the run functionality. You can see that the real one is working now. The real declaration functionality is also implemented in the AppReal one, similarly to AppInt. Let me show you the code here. Yes, this one, the AppReal one. Moving on to its same like the integer part, the check parameters method parses the int declaration parameter, extracting the variable name and any like initialization expression. And down is the execute one. The execute method evaluates the RHS expression. You can see the right hand expression to get double value. So in this the double real one, the double value, the point one, you can see the image there. This the value is then stored to a variable similar to int part. The variable is marked as real using a variable store instance maker as the real. Ensuring it's treated as a floating point, so real value is must be in floating point, and you can see the image here, the pasted one, unrestricted real image. Also, you can see the dot after the double part. So I have done that. I have also pasted the link of this one here from the GitHub. Now moving on to array. Let's first let me show you the code, the AppArray one. Similarly, the AppArray declaration functionality is implemented in AppArray.cs file. This class is mainly responsible for creating and managing array. You can see similar to int and all, same type of check parameters method. This method passes the array declaration expecting a format like array name size. You can see here it extracts the array name and its size, performing validation to ensure that the size is non-negative integer. It also handles potential bomb character and normalize the array name. So down is the execute one, execute method. In execute method, upon execution, the create array method of app variable store, you can see the create array in the app variable store is called when with the extracted array name and size. The app variable store then allocates a double of the specified size and associate it with the given name. So like that the array part is done. Let me run this program and keep the array one, unrestricted array Booz. Let me copy it, let me paste it, and let me run it. You can see that it shows displays the array one with the 199.999 when it is passed here. So let's move on to next one. Yes, the array part is done. The unrestricted array I have already shown you, and I have done the not down one is paste the link to the image file in a repo. I have already made the typo here. You can see that it must be typo. There is a typo mistake there in Booz app. I have already made changes and pushed it here. So paste the link to the image file in the I have pasted the link of image, if while and for if you do not put on. Now let's move on to if and all. The if control structure are implemented through combination of if AppIf classes. Let me first show you my code. In AppIf down is AppIf maker, and for end also it is AppInt maker. It is all in the same file but different codes. So let me first explain. When an if statement is encountered, like when we add a if in my Booz part, application part, app if is created, its check parameter method, down check parameter method parses the condition expression. When AppIf is executed is called down. When it is the execute part is called, it evaluates this condition and pushes the result onto the execution content stack. This stack based context management is crucial for handling nested if statement. Like if there are more than multiple if statement in down type nested type form, it also supports that. During the initial parsing phase, else and int. Down is for if maker and else part. If maker dot execute tells the execution context to switch to the else branch. Like for else one, this app if maker is there. It tells to switching to else. It says that if the condition above if condition is false, then it switches to this part. It tells to switch. Now let me move on to showing you the code of if unrestricted ifs. Let me run it and paste it here and click run. You can see that it runs successfully. So the int control is 50, its value is 50, and this part it does not execute. It goes directly to else part, and the paint color is set to green as 02552, and 0 means green, and circle 100 is made, and rectangle 100. Yes, you can see that the else part is working here. So let's move on now. Let's move on to, I have already pasted the image here as well. You can see that the image down here for unrestricted ifs png. You can see the image here. I pasted that here as well. And now moving on to while. Let me first explain you my AppWhile code, how it works. Where is my AppWhile? Yes, here is my app. While the while loop controls structure is implemented in this one code. The code you can see that it extends command, and an app while command is created when a while statement is passed. In the check parameters, you can see that if there is while, then the check parameters method uh, extracts the loops condition expression, while app while dot execute, the execute one acts as a marker, primarily storing the condition for later use of the composite. Similarly, the AppWhile composite continuously checks the condition. It keeps on seeing the condition. If it's true, all the command inside the loop body are executed. This process repeats, keep on repeating until the condition is matched at first. If the condition becomes false at any point, the loop stops and execution continues with the command immediately following the end while statement. This allows for repetitive execution of code based on a dynamic condition. Let me run it and show you the how it's done, and let me show you in as example the while unrestricted while part. Let me run it. Let me click and run it. You can see that the loop is working. The move to 100, it moves from the initial point to 100 here. The int width is 9, int height is 150, pen color is this is the pen color, while height is greater than 50. Circle height, so it keeps on, this one part is looped, and similarly for the circle, and you can see in my debug windows also that iteration is being made, like I explained you before. So for the next part, I have done ticked yes since I have done it. Now paste the link to the image. For the image also, you can see in my down here unrestricted while one image one link I have pasted here. Now moving on to for. Let me explain you the code for for. Mm, Let me cancel this for once. Where is app for? Yes, similarly, AppFor I have done like the loop one while one. In AppFor also there is check parameter and execute part. AppInt for maker also is there. Let me run it and show you how it's done. Uh, for one code, let's do unrestricted for this one. I mean, let me run the program. Let me paste it here and click run. Yes, the loops, the for one also it executed. You can see in my debug window that the iteration is being made. Yeah. Similarly, let's move on to next part. After for, I have also pasted the link here, how it works. So now moving on to implement else. I have already shown you the else case one, the above one in my if. I have shown you the else case. I will again show you the second one. This one. Oh, that's the PNG part. Let me show you unrestricted if. Is this one in this by changing the value. Let me show you by changing the value of control. You can see that instead of since 5 is lesser than 10, yeah, if condition pen this one small rectangle and circle one is drawn here, the circle 20 and rectangle this end, after this one is executed, the second one. Now moving on, yes, I have ticked yes for that, and I have pasted the link for the image as well. Moving on to methods. Now let's move on to method. Let me run the method code. The unrestricted method one. This one. Let me run my project. Control V. This one must be MULL. Null method. Let me run it. You can see that the value 50 and 2 is passed. You can see the method also working like method mul method 1 and 2. In 1 and 2 I have called mul method 10 and 5. So 10 in 1 10 is passed, and in 2 5 is passed here. And similarly, what does this do is 5 times 10 is 50. I have in down the mul method 50 is printed, and in the div method of in the div method 10 divided by 5 to 1 is there. So both method is working properly. Now let's move on to the form. I have pasted the link for it as well here, the form one, the method one, I mean, sorry. Yes, you can see the unrestricted method.png. Now, have you done anything that is as additional or substantial? This is just more of a sample, but something challenging. Yes, I have made debug window menu strip with save, clear, and load commands. Let me show you. You have already seen the debug part. Let me show you how the in the menu strip save and clear works. So first, let's load a booz.booz. This is the folder Booz example. Let me just run the method part, like the unrestricted method. Yes, you can see that loaded successfully, and when I click the run part, it works. Similarly, if I want to save the image, I can save the image as well, the screenshot. You can see in the method part. Let me show you the image in my example program. Where did I save in the method part? Yes, you can see the image being saved here as well. Sorry, not this one, the canvas one, the name one. See, you can see the same image here. So this one, and for clearing the screen, I just hit the clear, the screen clears, also the debug window clears. And that's all for the additional and substantial part. Yes, I have done and ticked yes. Describe it here. Yes, I have shown you the debug window, also the menu strip where the load clear with clear and load is safe. I have done that. Faculty used explain any library that you have used. If you have used any AI, you must discuss this. For AI, I have done for the error part, the debugging. There were some built-in errors, like I have done debugging part and added some XML comments generating AI, because the XML comments, it gives the AI gives nice XML comments. So I've used AI for the commenting part. Any other libraries? I have done none. Any other non-standard faculties use? Also not. Any other comments? No. So now I now understand that I must upload my code to my bucket. Yes, I will do that. I will upload it after the video is done. So that's it for my video part. Thank you.